Saved from New Jersey, it's the SNL Nerds, the show where two comics from New Jersey nerd out about Saturday Night Live. I'm your co-host, John Trumbull.
And I'm your co-host, Darren Patterson.
Hello, Darren Patterson.
Hello. And we're in the month of March now, the merry month of March. In like a lion, out like a lamb.
Yes.
Some would say.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So far I think the weather's doing good here on the East Coast. We've gotten past the blizzard of 2026, the
Fingers
one where
crossed.
turned our East Coast into a frozen tundra. We made it out with our lives, and we're here to podcast to tell the tale.
You make this podcast sound way more dramatic than it is, but
that's what I'm trying to go for. I'm trying to make this sound more epic and heroic. Like, I want this to be a movie. I want, like Spielberg or something like that. Be like, I want to buy the rights to this epic tale of you two podcasting through this harrowing snowstorm in New Jersey.
okay.
Like Idris Elba would play me.
Sure.
For you, we can get somebody like, I don't know, like Paul Giamatti or something like that, and then we could just,
that tracks.
And tell our tale, so we can inspire others.
I could do worse than Paul Giamatti. I'd
Yeah.
actually be okay with that.
Just doing a podcast. Jeez, Paul Giamatti.
If Paul Giamatti wanted to sub for me like this week, I'd be totally okay with it.
Paul Giamatti, call in, tap in for Trumbull. All right, I'll do the podcast. Oh, yeah.
I didn't know you had a Giamatti in your back pocket. Look at that.
I didn't either. It just came through me. It's like magic, man.
All right, I'll do the podcast, but I am not drinking fucking Merlot.
Oh, nice. Look at, everybody has a Giamatti. Jeez. Oh, boy.
I kind of want to just talk about Paul Giamatti for an hour and a half now. But
who doesn't? But we got to talk about this episode of SNL, my friend.
I guess so. This was we had host Connor Storrie from the Heated Rivalry show, the big Netflix show right now. It's on Netflix, right?
Actually, I think it's HBO Max.
HBO Max. Okay, yeah, all right.
It's
obviously not one I've watched. So
yeah.
So coming to this guy pretty cold. And we have musical guest Mumford and Sons. This is season 51, episode 13 of SNL, air date February 28th, 2026. And we had some last minute big news stories happening on the day of the show.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah, we wake up to discover that bomb in Iran.
Yay, we're going to war.
Yay. So we have a Trump-Iran war address cold open. And
Yeah, because I think they even mentioned it in the cold open.
Yeah, it was a thing they had to write on the day.
Yeah, because they did. I can only imagine the writers would just be just furious. Just waking up Saturday morning, be like, all right, thank God, everything's written, we're all done, we're all ready to go. Wake up, turn on the news, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
But I will also commend the SNL writers and the team for putting this whole thing together. Because not only did they have to write it, but like the set design had to build a whole new set. The wardrobe had to go out, get the wardrobe, get that dumbass white baseball cap. Like, the fact that this thing came together.
It was like a podium and a curtain, right?
Yeah, but you got to get the curtain and the seal, presidential seal. I'm trying to give people their props, John.
Okay, all right.
But, like, the fact that they got this all together and on the air in time, it's kind of a miracle, a little bit.
Slow down.
Oh, boy. All right.
I'm going to go Chris Rock. I think we're really devaluing the word miracle.
But it's impressive. I'll say it's impressive.
It's impressive. I'll give them that. Yeah. They did what they had to do.
So we see again, JJ as Trump, as you do. Hey, we're at war with Iran. Happy World War III Day.
Yeah. To
He's all,
those who celebrate, yeah.
yes, he's the
And he has a joke about how the Board of Peace is actually bored, BORED, of peace, because they're starting war. Yay!
wordplay. Yeah, war. What is
And
it good for? Distracting from the Epstein files.
right. Let's see. There was a line in there about Forrest Gump, America's favorite time traveling R word. I don't remember the context of that at all.
Well, just because Trump saying he's like unpredictable, you never know
Okay.
what you're gonna get with him. He's like a box of chocolates.
There you go.
And
Okay.
yeah, and then it connects to Trump, to Gump, Trump
Yeah.
Gump.
And then he talks about how they had to, write this new cold open last minute, and how Jeremy
Yes,
Colhane was in the original cold open on the State
yes,
of the Union address.
yeah. He has a light show.
And
Poor Jeremy.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, and then we go
I feel
into
I might have enjoyed that one more. I mean, I get why they had to pivot to this because it's such a huge story, but
yeah, yeah, and I did
I
like,
could kind of tell it was written in that day.
yeah, for sure. I mean, well, for one thing, it's short. This whole cold open is like less than 5 minutes, which
I
I'm
mean,
cool
that's a
with.
pattern that they could emulate in the future. I'd be
Yeah,
cool with that.
yeah. Let's keep that part of
Yeah,
of
and
the
and we
cold
have a
open.
lot of Colin Jost coming in as Pete Hegseth. He's playing him like a bully in an '80s movie.
Yeah, cut the
Um,
track.
yeah, just
Yeah,
talking about how this operation was called Epic Fury, which is just such a douche bro code name.
it really is. Just everything about this administration is just like the douche broiest thing of douche bros.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's depressing and
Yeah,
infuriating and all
I know.
that
We're
stuff. And
we're we're ruled by a case of Four Loco.
yeah, yeah. So
But yeah, like and Hegseth's talk about how he looked for someone to oversee. They were looking for someone to oversee this operation, and I didn't walk. I ran.
yeah,
Yeah, and he's saying they should be thanking him because they took out a horrendous leader that was oppressing his own people. Trump
and then
pokes his
Trump
head.
leans in and says, "Don't get any ideas."
Yay! And that's it.
Yeah.
Um, it's short.
It's short. Yes, it's short.
Um, I look. They had to write this on the day, and
They had to write it on the day. Yes.
yeah. So I kind of have to grade this
Rate
on
it
the
on a
curve.
curve.
I have to
Yeah.
grade this on the curve because if you told me like write a cold open, you have 12 hours or something.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know if I would be able to do any better than this. At first, I'd be nervous and sweaty and
that's true.
a
Yeah.
lot of dry heaving and praying to
Yeah.
God.
And you know what? I mean, I think Jost performs well as Hegseth, particularly since he's not a guy who usually mixes in the sketches a whole
Yeah,
lot. He's
that's true.
he did a nice job stepping up to the plate. And
Yeah,
yeah, I didn't find it especially funny, but you know,
it was okay. It was all right.
it
It's like,
it, it is a thing that exists.
yeah, writers, you had to do this on the day.
Right.
For that, we'll give you a. We on the SNL Nerds will give you the pass, like the courtesy pass. This one time.
We'll give it a C.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Monologue. We got ourselves a monologue, baby.
Connor Story. Now you were also not familiar with Connor Story before this, right? I mean, you
Right.
hadn't watched the Heated Rivalry thing.
I still haven't watched Heated Rivalry.
Yeah.
I mean, I looked into it. Apparently, it's a Canadian series that Netflix started airing, and it just started, you know, spreading like wildfire over here and just really taking
Right.
off.
I know.
Um,
I know. It's like hockey players. I think they're from opposing teams,
yeah,
and there's like a gay romance, and I guess it gets rather explicit. And
that's
that's
the
the extent of my knowledge of it.
that's the main part of it. Like,
Right.
yeah, there's this one hockey player who plays for a team in Montreal. Uh, Connor Story plays a Russian who plays in Boston. Yeah,
Mhm.
they're opposing teams, and the two of them fall madly in love and have a steamy love affair. That
Okay. Well, that's nice for them.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah. So
Uh,
he comes out. He says, you may have seen all of me on Heated Rivalry. He talks about how like he's only been a professional actor for 6 months now because he was like waiting tables before he got Heated Rivalry.
yeah, like
I
if
did
you
look him up on Wikipedia, and he does have credits going back a few years, but I guess he wasn't working solely as a working actor. So
Yeah, because like I mean, if you look at his IMDb, he's done some stuff, but I mean, the only things of note are Heated Rivalry and that role he had in Joker Folie à Deux. But everything else,
that's right. Yeah, you mentioned that
right?
last week. Right.
Never forget.
Which I also didn't see.
Yeah, that movie takes some big swings. That's all I'll say about that.
Yeah, that's the nicest way to put it. So he's being like real bright and upbeat, and then he like sort of shifts to another camera angle, and he's being like, this is my destiny. So he's doing like this sort of two-faced bit, which for me it got old really quick.
Yes, I don't know if that was a nod to his character in Heated Rivalry,
No idea.
or if that was just something he's doing.
Yeah,
like, oh, he's not a story; he's a whole damn book.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, okay, that's cute. That's all right. But yeah, but he shows how much he really does care about the show and holds the show in reverence. Like he, talked about how he grew up in Texas and he cried when he got the call to be on SNL. Like really trying to endear himself to us, the audience. For those that don't know him, the audience
like
there.
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah.
Like us. Yeah. Were you endeared?
Yeah, I found him charming enough. I mean, like the audience was filled with people who absolutely knew who he was because it was just
a lot of hooting and hollering,
a lot of hooping and a lot of ladies screaming and just oh my god, it was like a K-pop concert was going on.
Yeah, I thought I'd wandered into a screening of Magic Mike.
Oh my god, it's like the Monkees came in their heyday in the 60s.
Right.
Like Davy Jones.
But the big thing in the monologue is we have cameos from the Olympic hockey players. I should say the gold medal winning Olympic hockey players.
Yes, the Hughes brothers, Quinn and Jack Hughes.
I didn't realize they were brothers. Okay,
they are brothers. You can see one of them actually did get their front tooth knocked out during the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was a little bit of controversy with them because. I hate to get political.
They went to the White House.
They went to the White House. There's footage of Kash Patel partying with them in the locker rooms.
Yeah. I've seen that. Yeah,
because I guess he has nothing else to do. And and then
I mean, the FBI that pretty much runs itself, right?
Yeah, it's like, just put it on autopilot. It's cool, baby.
Savannah Guthrie's mom will find her way home eventually. Yeah,
it'll be fine. She'll be fine.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, people have maps.
Yeah.
it's okay. But yeah.
Call an Uber.
Yeah, it'll be great. And they accepted a dinner at the president's house, and I think some of them were at the City of the Union. I think a few of them weren't there. And but the women,
I heard about that. Yeah. And Trump did his usual thing of like feeding them McDonald's hamburgers because he thinks that's what the common people eat. Or maybe he just doesn't want to waste a White House meal on. I don't know. It's just like whenever a sports team comes to his White House, he serves them McDonald's hamburgers.
Because that's what the poors. Yeah, that's what the poors eat, John. That's what the paupers.
I don't know. Well, it's. I know he has a steady diet of crap, so maybe
so
he thinks that's what everyone eats.
Everyone must eat garbage, right?
Right. I mean, he does hang out with RFK Jr. and
again,
those arteries taking forever to clog.
Yeah, what is going on?
Just saying.
Arteries, come on, let's do your thing.
Yeah.
And of course, the women's hockey team, who also won the gold, turned down the invite to go to the White House, and I believe they ended up eating like a gourmet dinner with Stanley Tucci, if I'm not mistaken.
Which I mean, that sounds amazing. Yeah,
they're the true winners.
That's a definite upgrade. They say like. Let's see. I have a quote that it was going to be just us, but we thought we'd invite the guys too, which was cute.
Yeah, because as we see, also the women's hockey players, Hillary Knight and Megan Keller also came out, and when they came out, the crowd went wild.
Oh yeah, wild,
like you could tell it was substantially more applause than the boys.
Yeah. I don't know if that was just solely for the political reasons or if they were that much more impressive performance-wise in the Olympics. I don't know. I didn't watch any of the Olympics, so
yeah, me neither. And
I don't know.
Yeah, and and the brothers mentioned how the last time they won the men's division won the gold was like 46 years ago.
Right.
And then I think Megan said that the last time it happened for women's team was 2 whole Olympics ago.
Right.
And fun fact, 2 whole Olympics ago, when the women won the gold, Hilary Knight appeared on SNL back in 2018 on Weekend Update with Leslie Jones.
I don't remember that. Wow.
Yeah, she was on one of the Weekend Update desk segments with Leslie Jones.
Oh, wow, that is going back.
That's going back, yeah. So this is Hilary Knight's second time on SNL.
Well, look at that. All right.
How about that?
It's got a little sideline. Yeah.
Yeah, not too shabby.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. So, overall, not a bad monologue. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still, jury's still out for me on Connor Storrie at this point, but, that's okay. We'll see what he does in the sketches.
Does Connor
Like our first sketch, Mr. Franzi.
Mr. Franzi. How do you even describe this?
Well, let me set this up. Okay, we got Marcelo Hernandez as a teacher, but wait, here's the twist. He's playing a character with a heavy Hispanic accent.
What?
I know. We've never seen this from him before.
Oh my God, this is new ground. He's really, whew. I don't know. Can he do it?
I mean, there's nothing in the previous 2-3 years to indicate that this is in his wheelhouse. But so he has a heavy accent, and he's saying things like, "No comments from the penis gallery," but he says peanuts like penis, and the students are, and he's got 5 students in his classroom. I mean, that's. I think most teachers would kill for a class size that size.
Yeah, it's a special class, I guess, or detention. Maybe? I don't know.
Who knows?
It's like the Breakfast Club. I don't know.
Yeah, it kind of is. So
yeah. But I mean,
so he's go ahead.
No, I was gonna say his character is almost kind of like a character from like All That, because he has like this over exaggerated way of speaking, like hey, everybody sit down. And it's like his hair's a mess and his shirt's tucked in and he's kind of sticking. He walks around with like his ass sticking out, like like
got a little junk in the trunk there.
Yeah, but like super cartoonish, like something you see on like a kids show.
Very broad, yes.
Yeah, very broad. That's the word, broad. So broad.
He leaves the room for a minute, and then Connor Storrie's character comes up and imitates him when he leaves the room, and then of course Mr. Franzi comes back. And then all the students are like, "Oh no, we actually love you, Mr. Franzi."
Yeah, and we love you, Mr. Franzi.
Yeah, and everybody's like imitating him, but in an affectionate way this time.
This one, the first sketch of the night,
way too long. I thought.
Yeah, they could have. I actually looked into this, so apparently, this is Marcelo's idea, but he based it.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Shocker.
Sit down. Hold on. Yeah, it is his idea, but he based this character off of his actual 10th grade theology teacher back in Miami.
Okay.
Teacher's name is Angie Fernandez, and apparently he used to like imitate her in school, and he did like these senior skits where he imitated her like in front of the school, and like they all got a kick out of it. So when he did this sketch, he actually flew her out from Miami to see the show.
Huh. So that's kind of sweet.
It's kind of sweet, but I don't know if it makes a sketch funny. But
no, it doesn't. But that's a neat bit of color.
Yeah, like oh, that's sweet. You did a like inside joke about your teacher that maybe only a few people would get.
Yeah.
But the sketch is still like pretty broad. Not pretty broad. It's very broad, but still.
I just had the sinking feeling when I watched this. I was like, "Oh, holy fuck! They're going to do this again." This is going to be Marcelo's new thing, because he can't do the what's his name?
The movie guy?
No, not the movie guy. The ex-boyfriend at the wedding. I want to say Fernando. That's not it.
Oh, Domingo.
Domingo. Yeah, he can't. I think the Domingo thing has kind of run its course, so he's like looking for something else.
Is
Mr. Franzi is at?
Is Mr. Franzi the new Domingo?
Well, it is the first sketch of the show, so that's a prominent place in the show for a brand new character. We're not easing this character into the show. So I kind of feel like this is going to be a thing.
Am I going to see?
I'm not saying it should be a thing. I'm not saying I want it to be a thing. I'm saying it's going to be a thing.
Am I going to see people dressed as Mr. Franzi for Halloween this year? Oh,
very possibly, yes.
Oh,
yes.
No.
And it'll be the same annoying people who dressed as Austin Powers back in 1999 or dressed as Borat back in 2006.
Or all the many people that dressed as the Joker back.
Yes.
There were so many Jokers in Halloween.
So many Jokers, yeah.
So many Jokers.
Yeah.
It's like, guys, come on, man. Like, let's think outside the box here. Can't all be Jokers.
Let's space these out a little.
Yeah, come on, explore the space. All right, but next up we got a pre-tape. We got The Gentleman's Code. This was written by
Gentleman's Code.
Written by Mikey and Streeter.
Okay, all right.
And yeah, this has Mikey and Streeter's fingerprints all over it for sure.
Yeah, I can see that. It's we're in old timey times like the 1900s. We got Mikey is offended by something Connor says. He challenges Connor to a duel.
Yeah. So basically, it's like a bunch of lords standing around, and then we have Ashley Padilla approaching them, and she says to Mikey, "Oh, I look forward to seeing him at our croquet match." And then Connor Storrie says, "Oh, well, you must not have seen how the Lord plays croquet." And of course, Mikey is offended, like, "How dare you, sir!" and slaps him with the glove.
A lot of slapping in this sketch.
Lord, it's all slap. Oops, all slaps.
It's so much slapping.
The Lord rebukes him, slaps him.
I'm not saying this sketch slaps. I'm saying there's a lot of slapping.
There's a lot of slapping.
Just to clarify.
Yes. Then the Lord slaps him back twice. Then Mikey slaps him thrice-fold. Then, of course, Dismukes, who's there, tells them that they're all acting like commoners, so they both slap him. Keenan tells him to both apologize to each other. "How dare you, sir? How dare you, sir?" He slaps Keenan, and of course, Keenan just straight up punches him in the face.
Yeah, you took way more careful note of the various slaps than I did.
We're doing a podcast, man. I gotta come correct, son.
Okay, all right. I'm not really criticizing. I'm just sort of observing.
Yeah.
I took like 5 lines of notes. I was like, lots of slapping. Keenan punches Mikey, hits Marcelo with cane.
Yeah, Marcelo prepares to strike him with the cane. Keenan grabs. Apparently, Keenan is like a super soldier because he punches Marcelo and like Hulk smashes him into the table. I think at one point, Dismukes, field kicks a boy, which that did make me laugh. I will say that.
Yeah, I mean, yes. Yeah, I mean, I'm not made of wood.
Yeah, and then I think at one point, Connor Storrie gets slapped by a dog, and then I think Keenan like Hulk punches Storrie into a wall, and then he concedes after he beshats himself. And then we find out that Dismukes has to go back and get the boy he just kicked, but because that was his son.
Yes.
This
I was just on this. I wanted to like this more than I did, and maybe it would grow on me with a rewatch. I've only watched it once at this point, so I don't know. Yeah, it didn't thrill me.
The kicking of the boy did help. I will say that.
I mean, yeah, that did help.
I did, because it just came out of nowhere, just like poof.
Yeah.
It's like,
I admire the outrageousness of it.
Yeah, maybe it need more child kicking. I don't know, but
I mean, it couldn't hurt. It couldn't hurt. I mean, we did have child abuse. We did have animal abuse.
We did.
Did they actually slug a woman at any point?
No, because the boy slapped.
They should have gone for the trifecta.
The boy slapped Ashley Padilla, saying, "How dare you!" And that caused Dismukes to kick the boy like a football.
Okay.
So there is that. So yeah, I thought it was okay. Not the best Mikey Streeter joint, but it was all right.
Right.
Next up, we got Ice Skating. This one was written by Ben Marshall and Mikey and Streeter.
Okay. Yeah, this also had a bit of a Mikey Streeter feel. I mean, because we've got the basic concept is we got like a thing going on in the foreground and then another comical thing happening in the background. That's like, what is this weird thing that's happening behind us? Yeah,
right.
So
basically,
very Mikey Streeter.
Yeah. So in this one, we see a couple at the ice skating rink at 30 Rockefeller. It's Tommy
right in front of the statue of Prometheus.
Yes, of course, Prometheus rules. And it's Tommy and Veronica. Tommy proposes to Veronica. She says no, and then they have this serious discussion about their relationship and her concerns and doubts about them getting married. All while in the background, these three men are ice skating, just having the time of their lives. Just whee! I'm having so much fun.
It's Connor, Mikey Day, and Ben Marshall, and they're all having fun. And we get like sort of little snatches about what they're about. And they start distracting Tommy.
Yeah, that's the one thing, because
like best bachelor party ever, and he's like, "Wait, this is a bachelor party? What's going on here?"
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of because like when I first saw this, I thought it would be kind of like Waffle House and whatnot.
Yes,
but the difference is the people in the foreground are acknowledging the people in the background
and interacting occasionally,
and interacting with them. So it's like, oh, okay, we're switching it up here. So it's Veronica trying to have the serious conversation with Tommy about their relationship, but Tommy's just too distracted about these, grown-ass men in their 40s just having a ball, just ice skating. He's like mesmerized by it. Like they seem to be so happy. I've never seen so much joy in grown men. All they're doing is skateboarding and like doing little trains and whatnot. And but then things escalate because who happens to join the boys, the boys' two men on the ice skating rink? It's Hudson! And out comes Hudson Williams, who is the actor who plays Connor Storrie's love interest on Heated Rivalry. And the audience...
Which I kind of figured out from context clues, but he comes out and he's like, Hudson, and then I hear the audience go nuts, and I'm like, okay, obviously this is somebody. Right. And, I'm assuming it's his co-star from Heated Rivals. And I look it up, and yes, sure enough, his co-star from Heated Rivals is Hudson Williams. Yeah. Not a person I would recognize because haven't watched the show.
Side note, am I crazy, or does he look like a young Steve Perry? What? No, I mean...
I'm sorry, should I have waited for the second half of that question?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Am I crazy, or...
Okay.
Does he look like a young Steve Perry?
Steve Perry from Journey?
Yeah. I think he does.
I have to look at them together.
All right, listeners, let me know. I think
he doesn't have the Steve Perry hairstyle, so that's kind of throwing me.
Yeah, but if he did, I think listeners, let me know if I'm crazy. I look at him and I hear separate ways. He looks like Steve Perry.
You hear Separate Ways all the time.
It's a banger of a song, John.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean,
someday love will find you. Break those chains that bind you. I'm
just saying there aren't many moments in your life when you don't have Separate Ways in your head.
That's true. It
is
a constant. Yeah. Hudson Williams comes out. The crowd goes wild.
They really do.
Just screamy like.
And I feel like 200 because I'm like, who is this guy? What is this? I know he's probably the Heated Rivalry guy, but now I'm gonna have to pause and look him up. And like, oh, okay, that is who it is. All right, okay, now I can sort of mildly enjoy the context.
Right. So, of course, that still causes Tommy to look at the boys and see what's their secret. And the sketch ends with Veronica saying, hey, maybe we need some time apart to figure out what we want. And Tommy just is already on the ice with the boys. I guess he laced up some ice skates, or maybe he's just there in his shoes.
He's like, I'm gonna hang out with these guys instead.
And it's just boys and on the ice skating rink, just having
boys doing guy stuff, man.
Yeah, ice skating, playing tag, just being with boys
in a big conga line.
Conga lines, just living life.
Yep. So he just decides to hang out with those guys. It was all right. It was no IHOP fight, Yeah.
Or
no Waffle House fight, whichever one it was. I guess it was Waffle House, wasn't it?
It was Waffle. Yeah, Waffle House was kind of the gold standard.
Right.
But I thought this was cute.
And that also had novelty on its side, I think. So.
Yeah, exactly. Like this one, like they were trying to do Waffle House, but trying to do like a spin on it. And,
right. And they'd already done a spin on it with the Subway thing. So
there was the Subway. There was also like the Spring Break one where they were like a hotel.
Right.
If I remember.
Right. Yeah,
I forget which episode that was, but
no doubt. Yeah.
True. You're right.
Yeah. Cool.
But yeah, I thought that one was just okay. That's good. That's okay.
Yeah, this is like the least of the four that we remember.
Yeah.
So.
So next up, Tutoring the Cool Kid. This one was written.
The Cool Kid.
Written by Ben Marshall, Mike DiCenzo, Jack Bensinger, Jake Nordwind.
Okay. So we got Ben Marshall, who's tutoring Connor, who is the cool kid in this scenario.
Yeah, you can tell because of his feathered blonde hair.
Yes, and also by the fact that Ben Marshall is the guy playing opposite him.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. So he Connor gives a little speech. It's like, oh, hey, it's really great how you've taken the time to tutor me and all this especially after the pranks I've played on you and blah, 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 blah. And he invites him to have lunch with the cool kids tomorrow.
The cool kids?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then Ben is so happy he plays Connor a song on the keyboard.
Yeah, he puts on a sparkly top hat, plays like some cartoon noises, like out of Hanna-Barbera cartoons on his keyboard and says, you're gonna like being friends with me. Maybe we can even start a family. Thank you. I love you, PJ. And yeah, that's enough to get the jock PJ to, take back the invite.
Yeah, PJ is like, oh, I forgot I have lunch at another school tomorrow.
I'm gonna have lunch at another school tomorrow.
I enjoyed that. That was funny.
That was a good line, yeah.
And then we have James Austin Johnson and Ashley Padilla come in as Ben Marshall's parents, and they're very grateful for the kindness that he's shown to their son. And so PJ Connor starts to change his mind, and he's like, you know what? You can eat with me tomorrow after all. In fact, I'm going to go eat with you at your table.
That's right. And bring a good sandwich.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. He kept saying that, and bring a good sandwich.
Yeah, that was a recurrent refrain.
But I get why they did it. It's supposed to be like the cool line that they say in like after school specials. Hey, bring a good sandwich or something like that.
And then James Austin Johnson and Ashley do their own song to like thank PJ.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with our son. We're in love with you. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then PJ gets weirded out by that, but decides it's okay.
And also the fact that they all have red hair.
Yeah, see that part. I don't think they mentioned that in the live airing because I don't remember that. I think because I think what's airing now on YouTube and Peacock, I think that's addressed because I don't remember that part. And that's right. I'm so betrayed. I'm breaking the story wide open. This is a SNL Nerds exclusive.
I wonder if they just dropped that line or
I think so. Yeah, because PJ.
I'm always curious why they make the substitutions. So.
Yeah, because the jock does point out that they all have red hair. It's like, it's like you're trying to breed your own race or something. And then J.A.J. quietly says, he's on to us, as all three of them kind of stare off in the distance. Like, I don't remember that being in the live version. Interesting. I don't know. Looks like we got a groovy mystery to solve, gang.
I mean, it is a recessive gene, so.
Yeah, I guess so.
And I believe that redheads are on the downswing.
What?
However you say it. Like, there are fewer redheads being born than there used to be.
Really?
Like that.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Because it's like kind of a rare occurrence, I think.
Oh, hope they don't go the way of the dodo. That sucks.
Yeah, that would be nice. I mean, I enjoy the redheaded people.
Yeah, redheads are great. They're fantastic.
Yeah. Jimmy Olsen, Brian,
Christina Hendricks.
Yeah, there you go.
Ilsa Fisher. I was going to say Emma Stone, but she's not a natural redhead.
She's not. I believe she's actually a natural blonde.
Yes.
But, yeah.
But yeah, listeners,
but still looks good. The red hair looks good on her. So
yeah, listeners, chime in with your favorite redhead.
Yeah.
Let us know. So also a little fun fact: this sketch was based off of a sketch Ben did live at a Please Don't Destroy show back in 2018 or so. So this does have So this does have the feel of kind of like a live, kind of loosey goosey improv type of.
I'm stroking my chin in an intellectual manner.
I see it. Very interesting.
But stupid.
Yeah, I thought this was pretty weird, but I thought it was okay.
Yeah, a little more weird than funny. So
yeah,
is a problem at times for SNL. I would say
it is. I would say. So.
I would say nothing in the show has like really blown me away by this point.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go so far to say I think the latter half is better than the first half. I will say that. Uh-oh.
I'm looking through the sketches now, and I'm just like,
okay. I thought you were.
Yeah, no, I'm just kind of considering this notion. I'm just like looking over. Okay. And yeah, I'd probably co-sign on that.
Okay, I thought you were going to put that. If you can't say nothing nice, don't say anything at all.
No, I was just giving your critique the due consideration it deserved.
Okay. All right. Oh, all right. Yeah. Sweating bullets.
But I didn't really remember the back half of the show well enough to like say offhand, oh yes, it was definitely better. I was like, oh, let me look at it. Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, very good. All right. So next up, our musical guest, Mumford and Sons, who did
and Sons.
Sons. They did 2 songs off their new album, Prize Fighter. Rubber Band Man with guest Hosier.
Yeah.
Hosier? I can never say his name right. What the fuck? And
maybe it's Hosier. I don't know.
Hazer. And the song.
I want to say Hoser, like it's a McKenzie Brothers sketch from SCTV.
Yeah, back off, you Hoser.
Back off, Hoser.
Yeah. And the song Here with Sierra Farrell. And both songs with Aaron Dessner from the band The National on guitar.
Yeah.
Aaron Dessner, he also produced, I believe he produced this new album. And because he also does production work for other people like Brandi Carlile, Florence and the Machine, and has done production for Taylor Swift.
All right.
Yeah, both songs were all right.
I enjoyed them both. Didn't blow me away, but I always find Mumford and Sons pleasant at the very least.
Yeah, I mean, they're basic kind of pleasant, inoffensive folk pop type of songs. Like, the type of songs you hear at I don't know, like when you're walking through Target or, some mall in the Midwest.
And the latest Barnes & Noble mix.
Yeah, exactly. Very much so.
Yeah.
Like, you go into a coffee shop in the Midwest or something like that, you'll hear the Mumford and Sons. Like, all right, this don't offend me.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're fine.
I mean, it's very white person music.
Yeah, very white person music.
Yeah. I mean, they did the theme to Ted Lasso, for crying out loud.
Oh, that's right. They did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get whiter than that.
This might be all that you get.
That's right. Oh, I see what you did. Very nice.
I just recently did a Ted Lasso rewatch.
Ooh, thoughts?
Just for my own mental health. It holds up pretty well. I would say it gets like the first 2 seasons are the best. The third season I'm kind of mixed on, but it ends well.
Yeah, they were kind of stretching there for the third season. It felt a little bit.
Yeah, like in the third season, I felt like they were just kind of going in a lot of different directions, and not all of them panned out.
Yeah, they were like, I don't know. The show was called Ted Lasso, but there were some episodes where, like, it seemed like a few episodes where Ted Lasso wasn't even in them. So, and like,
I don't know if there are any that he wasn't in at all. Well, there's the episode with Coach Beard where he goes off on his odyssey, and actually that one I found kind of disturbing, so I skipped that one on my rewatch. I think that's in the second season.
Right.
Yeah, but anyway, I don't mean to go off on a whole Ted Lasso tangent. I just wanted to mention the Ted Lasso connection with Mumford and Sons. But I enjoy the Mumford and Sons when they pop up. So
okay. Quick question: are you looking forward to Ted Lasso season 4, which is on the horizon?
I will at the very least check it out. I mean, I'm a little wary of them revisiting it.
Same.
But I generally trust the people behind the show. So
yeah, same.
I will check it out. You know,
Yeah,
it's always difficult. You know, like I watched the first 2 episodes of the Scrubs revival this
I have to
week,
watch that. Yeah,
and I was a little mixed on that because like and I can't really get into the issues I had because it involves a bit of a spoiler. So, and I'm not going to do that in the middle of the SNL Nerds podcast. If we start up a Scrubs podcast, I can get into it.
Well, listeners, let us know. Do you want a Scrubs podcast?
Yeah,
from us.
Yeah,
a spinoff.
I mean, because God knows there are no Scrubs rewatch podcasts with a white guy and a black guy rewatching the show.
That's right.
I feel like that's a totally untapped resource.
We're breaking new ground. We don't want no Scrubs. The All Scrubs podcast with Darren and John.
That sounds like we don't want to watch the show and we're being forced to watch it against our will.
Oh, right. Shit.
We don't want no Scrubs.
No, like, we want all Scrubs.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're still workshopping the title. So.
Need some work. Anyway, I enjoyed the Mumford and Sons, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Yeah, I thought they were pleasant and enjoyable. That's what. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so weekend update with Colin Jost and Michael Che.
So yeah, big news story this week. Trump launched an attack on Iran. Maybe you heard about it. I don't know.
What?
I thought they were kind of clever in that they offered up the criticism of Trump doing this with showing clips of Trump from 2011 talking about how Obama was going to attack Iran because he's a horrible negotiator and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I did like that. I did appreciate
that. That was well done. And, especially impressive they found that on relatively short notice. So
yeah, absolutely. And I will say with this weekend update, it seemed like, I don't know, I think Che even points out at one point, like the audience was kind of like, oof, about a lot of these jokes.
They were not really feeling Che in particular for weekend up. I mean, it was a Connor Storrie crowd, They're there to see the young hunky guy.
Exactly. Like at one point, he said the joke like, "Oh, I can't believe the president started a war with no vote, no permission from Congress. What is this, Iran?"
Mm-hmm.
Very limited response from the audience. He was like,
"Yeah, yeah." Oh, well, I feel like these weren't typical SNL watchers,
Yeah. Like at one point, he talked about how the women's hockey team turned down Trump's invite for a dinner. Everybody was like, "Woo!" And he said, "Well, you clap, but that only made him want them more." They were like, "Oh."
Yeah. It's like, they don't really know how this works.
Yeah. I think it's talking about like the only way Prince Andrew will ever become king is if it's down between him and Meghan Markle. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think at one point Chavin says, "This show was made for someone else. You people don't want this."
I liked Che's joke about like Hillary testifying about or giving a deposition on the Epstein files, and he said like, well, there is an outside chance that she didn't know what her husband was up to. I thought that was a pretty solid joke.
That was a good one. Yeah. I thought it was pretty fantastic. But yeah, overall, solid Jost and Che jokes. They still got the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say. And so then we get 2 death segments. One of them we get like sort of a news wrap up from Beth's maid of honor, Katie, and Veronica gets her very first death segment on a weekend update. This one was written by Veronica, Ali Levitan, and Sierra O'Sullivan.
So yeah, she's given these news recaps in the style of a maid of honor wedding speech.
Yeah, it took me a while to sort of kind of understand what she was doing. I guess a little bit because like she was.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Get it from the intro?
I'm not the smartest man, John.
Okay, all right.
I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is. But okay. Yeah,
You got me, Forrest.
Yeah, America's favorite time traveling. I won't say it.
Please don't say it.
Okay, but yeah. So the whole premise of this one is. Veronica is playing a maid of honor, giving us, updating us with news updates, but telling it in the form, like you said, of a maid of honor giving a speech at a wedding. So she talks about El Mencho, who was the head of a Mexican drug cartel who was killed on Sunday,
Yeah, what?
Yeah, what?
Oh, okay, yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how I'm supposed to react to that story.
Yeah, like
Okay.
I mean, she's training all these really dark things. Like she talks about the Epstein
Yeah, yeah,
files, how the war in Ukraine is at its 4-year mark, which that's how long it took Cody to find their relationship between her and Beth.
right,
I'm
right.
just kidding, Cody.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a interesting concept. I don't know.
Yeah, didn't blow me away. It was like a lot of this episode. It was just okay at best, I would say.
Yeah,
Well performed.
yeah. I mean, I like that. Veronica got a lot of screen time this episode. I'll
She
say
did.
that.
It was a good show for her. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think probably most of it had to do with like the fact that Chloe Fineman was. I think Chloe Fineman wasn't in the building. She wasn't. She definitely wasn't in this episode, and I believe she wasn't in the building from what I've heard.
Do you have like a tracker on her? What's going on there?
I'm looking.
How do you know she wasn't in the building?
I placed a tracking device on her moments ago. And
She's at a Starbucks right now.
no, I've heard through like online that like she's
Right.
I think she's at like in London at like Fashion Week or some shit, or she's like shooting something.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's all I know. That's all I know. I'm not.
All right. Okay.
So,
No doubt. No
but
doubt.
yeah, but the true. But yeah, so the fact that she wasn't there, that means that Veronica got to get some
Sure.
more love and more screen time. That's great.
That makes sense. Okay. Story checks out.
Story checks out. So next up, we got Punch's mom. We're talking to. For those that don't know, like I didn't know, apparently the internet was all agog over this baby monkey that was dragging around the little toy stuffed doll, and they found out
Right.
the baby monkey was abandoned by its mother, and the
Right.
internet just went haywire over this baby monkey like it was a baby Yoda. And so
Nothing makes me feel older than like seeing SNL comment on some story that went viral this week. But I have not heard about the viral story until I see it on SNL.
yeah, like I'm trying to spend less time online, so I'm not like
Right.
eternally plugged in like the youth.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Baby Monkey went viral, and as is SNL law, whenever any type of animal goes viral online, Sarah Sherman must dress up as that animal and do
Right.
a weekend update death segment.
And if she can also make Colin Jost very uncomfortable in the process, so much the better.
Yes. So this was written by Sarah, Martin Herlihy, Mike DiCenzo, Jake Nordwind, and I believe Josh Patton had a hand in this as well.
Ooh. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
This gets very Jerry Springer.
Very Springer.
She's the monkey mom. She's wearing like a bikini, and she's like she's a trashy sort of slutty mom, I guess.
Yeah. Y'all don't know me.
Right. And then towards the end, Marcelo comes on as her son Punch, who has his little doll, and I would have enjoyed it more if I had the context for it, I guess.
I mean, they kind of explained it. It's like, oh yeah, this baby monkey with a doll. The mom's abandoned her, and everybody's like in love with this baby monkey. That's all you kind of need to know, really.
I guess so. But it's just a lot to spring on me at once.
Yeah. And
I mean, that's on me for not being on TikTok and all that or whatever.
Do you not have TikTok? You're not staring at TikTok like Clockwork Orange style with your eyes wide open at all times?
I have it on the inside of my eyeballs. So,
yes.
Yeah, my eyelids. So whenever I blink, I watch a TikTok video.
Exactly. But yeah, then we see Sarah she kind of talks like Marissa Tomei and My Cousin Vinny. That y'all don't know me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course she creeps on Colin. You like my body, Colin?
Yeah.
And talks about all the other monkeys she slept with, like Curious George and
King Kong.
Yeah, she's been with King Kong. One thing you might not expect about him, his penis is actually huge. And she was Harambe's last meal. Just there's not much here really, but
I would have liked like maybe a few more famous monkeys sprinkled in there.
I mean, who else?
Say that she slept with Mickey Dolenz back in the day. What the hell?
Oh, nice. The Grape Ape, maybe.
Grape Ape. I love Grape Ape as a kid. I love Grape Ape so much.
I know. He stood on top of the green van and drove around and solved mysteries. That's hilarious.
He was the best. Yeah.
Yeah, and Beagley.
That was one of my favorite of the Scooby-Doo ripoffs.
So many.
Yeah. So
Listeners,
many.
yeah. What else?
Most of them by Hanna-Barbera.
Also did Hanna-Barbera. I enjoyed Jabberjaw. I think that might have been my favorite.
I watched Jabberjaw. I was also Captain Caveman Kid.
Yeah. Ooh, Captain Caveman was kid. Then
Captain Caveman and the Angels or the Something Angels. Yeah.
Charlie's Angels?
Because like Charlie's Angels was big then, so.
Oh, interesting. All right. Yeah, anyway. Listeners, let us know. What's your favorite Scooby-Doo ripoff cartoon? Operators are standing by.
So many mysteries solved in the 70s, yeah.
Right?
Just like roaming bands of teenagers.
Yes, just teenagers and ascots, just solving mysteries.
That's right. You know,
finding
That's all
out
you need, man.
Yeah, Old Man Crothers from the abandoned ice cream store. He's the one that's behind it all.
Yeah, he would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Ruh-roh.
And they're doing like a new Scooby-Doo series. I just read that McKenna Grace has been cast as Daphne in that.
I did. What is it about Scooby-Doo that's like it's kind of lasted so long?
It's one of those IPs that just like everybody knows to some degree, and they've done so many versions of it over the decades. I think every generation has at least some familiarity with Scooby-Doo, so it's so recognizable. They're never going to completely let it go. You know?
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. It's like, yeah, out of all the Hanna-Barbera cartoons, like Scooby-Doo's had like the longest staying power. Like, if you say Huckleberry Hound, most young people won't know what you're talking about. If you say I don't know, Quick Draw McGraw or whatever, they won't know. But if you say Scooby-Doo, that's a good chance they're like, oh yeah, Scooby-Doo, I know Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like, wow, how about that?
I mean, they grew up on the cartoon, or they grew up on one of the revival of the cartoons, or they saw the movies that James Gunn wrote, and
that's true.
Yeah, I mean, there have been a lot of Scooby-Doo shows.
That's true. That's very true.
I mean, I would guess there have probably legit been like a dozen different versions of that show.
I know. I remember seeing like there was like a graphic novel based on Scooby-Doo, but like Scooby-Doo Apocalypse, where it's like
they did that a few years ago.
Yeah, like
Mindy Kaling did that horrible looking Velma show.
I didn't even watch it just because like everybody hated it. Like,
yeah, I think I saw some clips or a trailer, and I was just like, oh, this is horrible.
Yeah, like I couldn't even find people that were like watching it ironically. Like it just got. Like,
I think it flopped hard. Yeah, I don't think anybody liked that thing.
Yeah, it got trashed.
Anyway,
leg lengthenings.
I do have to give before we move on to leg lengthening. I want to give a tip of the hat to the joke about another thing that went viral this week that totally passed me by. Was the photo of Stephen Hawking apparently on Epstein's Island. He's like with two bikini clad women.
Oh yeah, and like
and they did some jokes about that, and Colin is like, here's a segment I'd like to call "Hear Me Out." And I liked his line that time is relative, so age is just a number.
Yeah, the audience was like, "Oh God!"
Yeah, I thought that was a very clever joke.
The audience wasn't ready for that.
They were not. They were not on board with it, but I thought it was funny here at home.
They recoiled in disgust while I laughed heartily.
Yes, I enjoyed that comment.
They're like, "Oh God!"
So, thumbs up.
Yeah,
for the joke. For the joke.
For the joke.
And I had no idea that story, that photo had gone viral.
I didn't either. Our reality is getting.
I'm not going to the right places online, apparently.
Apparently not. Where are you going for your?
All this shit's passing me by, man.
Yeah, for sure. Leg lengthening. This one's written by Sierra O'Sullivan, Jimmy Fowley, Mike DiCenzo, Marcelo Hernandez, and Jake Nordwind.
Right. So we got a bunch of folks. They're at I'm going to say a ski lodge. It seemed like a ski lodge, right?
I'm pretty sure I've seen that ski lodge set before on different episodes.
It seems sort of ski lodgy in that establishing shot. Mm-hmm. And they're because we got to have a rationale for people to have blankets over their legs.
Yeah.
So they're talking. They're all chit chatting. I like the non sequitur of Mikey Day's character just being an expert on Hillary Duff.
That was weird, but I was like, okay, I'll allow it.
I did hear, oddly enough, I did hear a little about this story because apparently Hillary Duff has a song about how she's estranged from her sister, and she's like admitted that it was actually about her relationship with her sister.
Yeah, I had no idea that the two of them were kind of on the outs, but yeah, I heard that too.
So I didn't know that she had a sister. So
yeah,
that's how on the outs they are.
Do you not watch the Disney Afternoon?
I do not.
What? Ugh. I don't know.
I'm a 53-year-old man, Darren. I feel like that would put me on a list.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You're right.
So Marcello is talking about how he went off to Europe and, took some time off from work and all that. And then his thing in the oven is ready. And so he gets up, he takes a blanket off his legs, and he's like got huge long legs, and he's like literally 7'2".
Yeah. And I mean, it's clearly Marcello on stilts, but yeah, like as he takes step by step, like you hear like bones cracking. It sounds like dry spaghetti breaking.
Right. Because apparently this is like a real medical procedure you can do, is leg lengthening. I've heard it being done like if your legs are uneven somehow.
Yeah, I think I've heard that too.
There was some musician who had this done.
Really?
I'm forgetting who it was. Yeah. It was somebody who was talking to Conan O'Brien on his podcast, and they were talking about it.
Like leg lengthenings?
I think it was Rivers Cuomo from Weezer had
really
sort of leg
extension,
leg lengthening procedure. Yeah,
Rivers
his legs were uneven. Yeah, I think it was Rivers Cuomo, if I remember correctly.
Oh, okay. It's all right. So it's because his legs were uneven. It wasn't like some
right. No, it wasn't like a cosmetic thing. It was like, hey, I want to be a basketball player.
Okay, all right, that's fine. I want a basketball.
That's allowed, right?
Sorry?
That's allowed, right?
If it's because like your legs are wonky or whatever, I will allow that. But if you're just doing because you want to be like Scottie Pippen or whatever, yeah, that's a little weird.
Yeah.
But yeah. See, the thing is with this sketch is like once you see Marcello with his long ass legs, that's kind of the joke, and there's nowhere else to really go with it. Mm-hmm. I mean, they did have a few funny lines. I did like how Sarah said, "Yeah, no, you used to be 5'1", and I remember because you dated a girl who was 5'2", and she said, I will literally kill myself if my boyfriend is an inch shorter than me, and unfortunately, we lost her."
That was a nice dark.
That was kind of pretty dark. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that was a neat tangent. Okay, by the way, it was Rivers Cuomo.
Wow.
He had this procedure done at the end of their tour between the first and second albums. He finally underwent the surgery he'd needed for many years, which was to lengthen his left leg, which was 44 millimeters shorter than the right.
Oh,
so that's like more than 4 centimeters.
Oh, so this is way back. This is like Pinkerton days.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He said, I had this really painful surgical procedure on my leg, which lasted 13 months in all and took me to a place mostly where the whole idea of this whole rock opera. And yeah, they're talking about how he planned to make the rock opera Songs from the Black Hole, which I think eventually evolved into Pinkerton.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. All right. Wow. So leg lengthening led to Pinkerton. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
All right.
He talked about it on the Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend podcast, I believe, and that's why I still have the vague memory of it.
Okay. I gotta go back. I thought I knew all things Rivers Cuomo. Apparently, I have so much.
I haven't gone on a nice Weezer tangent in a little while.
John, I always welcome a Weezer tangent. You know this.
Yeah. Darren, why don't you just grow up and listen to Ratatouille?
God damn it, I love that line.
I also like the line in the sketch where, Marcello is he's insisting that he hasn't had the surgery, and he's like, oh no, I just hit a second puberty, and they're like, you're in your 30s. He's like, no, it's a second puberty, it's a tuberty.
Yeah, and then we also see Connor Storrie. He's like defending Marcello's character, saying, these things happen, it's okay. And then they ask him, like, why are you so defensive of him? And then he admits, the Marcello admits that, he did have the leg lengthening surgery. And then Connor admits that he got his legs shortened so he could donate his leg bones to Marcello.
Right, and everyone's like, "Why did you do that? You don't have to do that." They put rods in here, so but we get the visual of him like whipping off his blanket, and he's got like these little short dwarf on golf legs.
Yes, exactly.
So.
Like the bottom of his, you can see the bottom of his sneakers and
Yeah,
whatnot. And he'll be medically cleared to stand up in 2029.
Yeah, he was like, and when I'm going to give you a hug.
Yeah,
so.
And then it ends weird with the camera going back to Mikey saying, "Oh, it's another bad day in a series of bad days for me." And then they do that circle,
Yeah,
zoom in.
Yeah,
and I was like,
weird ending.
Weird ending. Like that came out of nowhere.
It really felt like that we just don't have an ending for this. So
it really did. I'd respect them more if just the writers came out and just shrugged their shoulders and that was the ending.
Yeah.
We got nothing.
There was a sketch when an episode where Tom Hanks hosted where he, and I think it was one that Conan O'Brien wrote back in the day, where he like comes out and admits like, yeah, we don't have an ending for this sketch. And he's like, yeah, so we're just going to move on to the next sketch. And he's like, goodbye, you underdeveloped characters. Goodbye. And it had that great Conan O'Brien absurdity to it. So, yeah.
Goodbye, you underdeveloped characters.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta watch that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's. I'll see if I can find it. If I can find it, I'll post it to the Blue Sky page. So
please do. So, yeah, another reason to follow us on Blue Skies, listeners, at SNL Nerds.
SNL Nerds.
So yeah, that sketch.
Yeah. Office Dance.
Office Dance, written by Mike DiCenzo, Dan Bulla, and Jake Nordwind.
Yeah. Okay, that checks.
Story checks tracks. Yeah. So this one we're in an office. Everybody's gathered for a meeting. The big boss man is saying, "Yeah, we've had our rounds of layoffs, so morale is." Pretty low, so you need to brainstorm, get some ideas going to boost morale. How can we do that? Some people shoot out some ideas, new TV in the break room, this and that, and then Connor Storrie is there saying we should have a dance, boys in tuxedos, girls in gowns, a night to remember.
Yeah. And somebody else asks, I think it was Jeremy, who says like, "Oh, would we bring our wives and husbands?" And he's like, "No, it's everybody in the office pairing off, Severance style."
Yeah,
we pretend the outside world doesn't exist. I appreciated the reference to Severance.
I did. One thing about
that was fun. That's a show I watch.
Yeah,
I was like, I recognize that reference.
Hey,
they're talking about innies.
Yeah. I thought the sketch was interesting. I did like the idea of, this one guy really being gung-ho about having an office dance, but then it kind of splinters off into all the other characters in the sketch having their little, side stories.
Everybody has their own quirk, yeah.
Yeah, like Sarah Sherman says, like, "Oh, we should have a bathroom for the women because I really don't like it when I have to use the bathroom and I have to stick my bare ass out the window." And Mikey's saying,
"We do have a women's bathroom."
It's like, oh, and then but then everybody has their own little tangents. Like we have Keenan. We find out he's a alcoholic who brings in liquor in a Sprite bottle, and we find out this Mukes character,
like a 2-liter bottle. And
like, 2 liter.
That's good Sprite.
Yeah,
that Sprite has a kick. Yeah,
and then we find out this Mukes is somebody who's cheating on his wife. But like he says, "Oh no, my Severance innie is cheating on his wife," then he like kicks his chair back, and he ends up falling down on the floor, and then the rest
of the sketch back.
Then they go back to Connor Storrie to describe the rest of his idea.
And they said like, "Oh no, we're just going to ask people out in the office." And at one point somebody says like, "Okay, on 3, everybody says who you think the hottest woman in the office is."
Yeah.
And I like that Mikey Day was like, "I don't think we should do that," but then they count off and he's the only one who says something. So
yeah.
I enjoyed that. And then ultimately Connor asks Ashley to dance.
He holds up a homemade sign he made on poster board.
Yeah, and then we get like silver streamers, like a high school gymnasium. And
Mumford and Son comes out the bathroom
right.
and play Unchained Melody.
Mm-hmm.
And
they have to be reminded that they're both married to other people.
Yeah, but not tonight, brother. Not tonight.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you caught this, but there's one shot where like they show the entire office, and you can clearly see like some crew guy's arm in in the shot, like towards the end.
I can't say I noticed that, but
I'll look it up. Like I saw it live, and I thought they would have taken it out.
Okay, you watched the show live. All right, you're better than me. Right.
Hey man, your words, not mine. But yeah, like you can clearly see some crew dude's arm in the shot. Like I was like, oh, I would have thought I would have thought they would have taken that out, but nope. Live television, baby.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that sketch again.
Mm-hmm. This sketch was okay, I thought, but
this is a recurrent critique on this episode. This sketch was okay. Yeah, it's a very okay episode.
Yeah, I think
not a great one.
Nothing to write home. I felt like there were a little bit more pacing issues towards the end, and I kind of wish the focus on Connor's story with him, explaining this idea of a dancing.
Yeah, I'd like them to lean more into the bizarreness of that, and then the ramifications of that, and
there's like all these like side quests,
and save Sarah Sherman, shitting out the window for another.
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
as you do.
I mean, because you don't want to just throw that away.
No, you can't throw that shit away. Absolutely, gotta poop it out the window.
Right.
Final sketch of the night, 10-1. We got Stripper. This one's written by Allie Levitan, Jimmy Fowley, Allison Gates, and Maddie Weiner.
Lots of people wanted to see Connor Storrie naked, I guess.
Yeah, but I will say this in Connor's defense, and this is a little fun fact, and this is something one of our listeners, the great Manette Marati, brings up. This is an idea that Connor Storrie had. Like this is something
This was like a character he did back in the day somewhere.
Yeah, because he took improv classes at the Groundlings, and he also studied clowning, and he developed this like sketch from those days. So he brought this with him. So this is his idea.
Okay, so maybe we should describe the sketch and then we can discuss it more in depth. Okay. We got a bachelorette party in Vegas. And Connor Storrie, he comes in as a stripper, but his character he's like an old plumber, and he's very bloody.
Yeah, because
and can barely walk.
Yeah, because on the way to the gig, he got hit by a car.
Right, and so he's using like a plunger as a cane.
Yeah,
and he's like crawling across the room using the plunger to kind of get himself across the room. He had really great physicality.
He was really into this. He was really like physical.
I was impressed with what he did. The audience, of course, was all about, we get to see Connor Storrie naked in a Speedo or whatever. But
this sketch could fall into the category of our host is so hot category. But I will say the fact that like he's also bloodied and broken and bruised. That kind of, it's not. It is sexy.
That kind of reduces the fan service element. Yeah,
it is sexy, but it ain't.
Right.
I will say that.
And I mean, I like that he like falls over when he has Ashley rip off his pants.
Yeah, exactly.
And he at one point he's like trying to give Sarah a lap dance, and he's like, "Here, wrap my belt around my thigh," and Sarah's like a tourniquet?
Yeah, his leg
is bloody too.
Yeah, he does this insane thing where he basically does like a handstand in front of Sarah, and he puts his legs over her shoulders, so Sarah's just getting just all the crotch, just right in the face.
She is.
Just blam, just a big old bulge.
Yep. And he falls over, and they think he's dead, but then he's like humping the ground.
I like this sketch.
This was probably my favorite of the aired sketches, I would say.
I would say it's my sketch of the night.
Most to it. I mean,
yeah.
Like the audience was like more excited about him stripping than anything else. And I get it, very well built guy and all that. But
He's shredded like a
yeah,
julienne salad.
I wish they could have gone along with the humor of it more.
Yeah,
I felt like the audience was doing the sketch a bit of a disservice, I suppose.
Yeah, you hear that, audience? You're a bunch of dummies.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like this, yes, it did have the fan service of a half-naked Connor story. But it did have some comedic beats in this too. Like
it had some jokes too.
Yeah, the fact that he was like, he was determined to strip even though his body was broken, and he whips out his little boombox and plays "You Sexy Thing," and that plays throughout the whole sketch.
It also, I would say, it's maybe coming a little too quick on the heels of the Sensitive Strippers sketch they did a few weeks back.
Oh,
I
think there's enough time. That was like back in December or something, wasn't it?
Was it? Okay. Well, I don't know. It seemed a little quick to me, but
I think so, because that was the Josh O'Connor episode, and he was there to promote the Knives Out movie that came out in December. So it's
okay. All right.
It's been a month.
Been about 2-3 months then.
Yeah, it's all right.
2 months.
Yeah, they had some good lines in here where they're talking about the bachelorette party, and Sarah Sherman is like saying, "Oh, for my bachelorette party, I'm going to make you guys take me to Europe." And then Ashley says, "Oh, okay, well, try getting to a relationship first." And then Sarah just looks all sad. It's like, "Oh my God."
Yeah, because we got to give everybody a little bit.
Like, "Oh my God, I'm trying." Yeah.
It's okay to have somebody just play a cipher in a sketch once in a while. We don't have to give everybody a backstory.
Yeah, there was that. And yeah, they had that. They also had a thing where Jane Wickline was like, "Oh, I hope his penis is unscathed," and then
and they're like, "We all know you're gay.
You don't have to do all that."
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say this is the sketch of the night. Like for the sheer fact that Connor really,
he's in a Speedo.
Well, yes, there's that.
Yeah,
it awoken things in me. Sure. But this better not awaken anything. But like he really gives his all.
Watching Dalmatian.
He was wearing leopard skin Speedo, so spots.
He was.
Spots are spots. But yeah, like he really was giving it his all. Like his performance is pretty top notch.
Yeah, I mean he committed all the way, and like I said, it was great physical comedy in that. So yeah, he impressed me in that one. So
okay, and that's the episode. Overall,
the good nights. He's just gushing, man. He was very thrilled to be there, and he's like thanking everybody and their brother.
Yeah, like I didn't know if he was like had to fill time or something or stretch.
It felt like he had to fill time, but yeah, he was thanking everybody. He was like, "Thanks for everyone on my team." Thanks. It felt like an award show, but
I want to thank God, my manager.
Yeah. There were also a couple cut for time sketches. Do we want to talk about those?
Yeah, we could talk about those. First one was a pre-taped car song.
Bad.
Oh, you did not like it?
Did not like it. Did not care for it at all. Glad it was cut.
Okay.
Glad it was cut. Did not deserve to be on the show.
Oh, boy.
Damn.
Yeah, so in that one, it's another Veronica Jane Wickline joint where they're singing a song about how hard it is.
Very auto-tune song.
Auto-tune song about how hard it is to find the door handle on cars these days when you're trying to get out of a car. The new cars.
When you're in an Uber and it's an unfamiliar vehicle, you're having an Uber drive you home because you're drunk.
Yeah, and I guess the new because I don't drive super fancy new cars like that because I'm a man.
Yeah, I don't find myself in strangers' cars too much.
So like I don't know if that's a super common problem with everybody, but yeah, apparently car doors are hard to find. And
then they like raid the corporate offices of the car company, and Connor Storrie is the head of the car company, and we have a flashback to his childhood about how he was in the back seat of a car when his mother would go around and like sleep with lots of men.
And the car door was his best friend. It got weird.
Yeah, it did get very weird. And then he like got out of the car, but his clothing caught on the car handle, and it ripped off his clothes, and he was naked, and people made fun of him. And then the same thing happens when he like, I don't know. It's more weird than funny. I didn't find it funny at all. I found, and the auto-tune song I found actively annoying. So
yeah, I don't know if it's like finding the car handle door is like universal problem that everybody can relate to. But I was like, all right,
No.
I guess.
Yeah.
But but the sketch that I thought was pretty damn good, that I thought was better, the Tourette,
Good. Yes.
the Tourette's sketch.
I'm just going to rate sketches like this now. Bad.
Good. So this is playing off a story that happened at the I believe it was the BAFTA Awards, where
Right.
there was
Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo were presenting an award or receiving an award.
They were presenting an award, and there was
Yeah.
a man there who has Tourette's, who's like who's a advocate for Tourette's, and he was there presenting a movie,
Right.
or he had a film in it, and the BAFTA made the decision to invite him, but warn people that saying, hey, this man has Tourette's, so you might hear things
Right.
that,
And he was caught on mic using a racial slur.
yeah,
But because he has Tourette's, it was, not a thing he can control.
right.
I haven't watched the clip or anything. I've only sort of heard about
Yeah.
the story second or third hand. So.
Yeah, like a lot of people are super. Well, I mean, people say that, oh well, he yelled out other things to people, like he would. I think they were presenting an award to some kids, and he shouted "fuck you" to the kids.
Okay.
So he did shout out other things throughout the night, but then him shouting out the N word was really kind of people's breaking point. But the thing is, a lot of people are pointing out that the BAFTA Awards, it was not filmed live. It was
Right. They don't loop that out?
That's what I'm saying. It was pre-recorded, so they could have taken it out. But they chose.
So someone made a conscious choice to not take that out.
Yeah, and then somebody also mentioned that two people who won awards in their acceptance speech mentioned Palestine and said "Free Palestine," and that was taken out.
Right.
So
what odd choices?
What the fuck, BAFTA? So that's
I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah. So that's what this Tourette sketch is based about people having Tourette's. So now a lot of problematic famous movie stars are coming forward saying, yeah, we had Dishmuke says Mel Gibson saying, yeah, I said all those horrible things because I have Tourette's.
Right. And we had Sarah as Jill Zarin, who's somebody from the Real Housewives franchise who apparently went off on some rant about something or other. And we had Connor Storrie as Armie Hammer. And as soon as he introduced himself as Armie Hammer, the audience was like, oh! And
yeah.
The audience was really with them on this sketch.
Yeah.
I would say.
It's like, hey, did you know that one of the leading side effects of Tourette's is cannibalism?
Yeah. And, it comes out when you're texting.
Yeah. We also had Padilla as J.K. Rowling.
Keenan as Bill Cosby.
Of course, because he has the Cosby and Flabbin.
Flabbin. Sometimes when I ask for a drink, I end up, instead of getting a Diet Coke, I get a drug drink that I give to 60 women instead of myself.
Yeah, we had J.A.J. pull out his Louis C.K. impression.
Yep.
We had Cam Patterson really quickly came out as Kanye or Ye.
Yeah, and we had Michael Che coming out as himself.
As himself!
Saying, Tourette's makes me do horrible things to the white man I work with.
I mean,
And it all turns out it was an ad for the National Workforce of Rethinking Disabilities, or N-word for short.
A good ending!
This was so wonderfully audacious. I thought it was genuinely funny. If this was in the show, this would absolutely be my sketch of the week.
Here. I'm seeing online.
So funny. It crossed the line so many times.
Yeah.
You can't help but laugh at it, I think.
Yeah.
But,
I'd agree. I see online some people are upset by it, but I'm not exactly sure why. Because
there's an article on Late Nighter about it. Apparently the CEO for Tourette's Action, a UK charity dedicated to supporting individuals with Tourette's, said this is not acceptable. But they seem to be misreading the sketch, I would say, because the joke isn't that anybody in the sketch has Tourette's. The joke is that these horrible people are using Tourette's as a feeble excuse for the horrible things they've said and done.
Exactly.
And I think that is an acceptable target.
Yeah. The joke is these horrible people. I felt it like it was pretty clear.
Yeah.
Like I kind of saw this the same way, the great Tropic Thunder film where we had Robert Downey Jr. dressed as Lincoln Osiris. Like he's not making fun of black people; he's making fun of actors that go way too far for a role. Like these method actors. Like, but yeah, I felt the same way about this. Like it's not making fun of the disability; it's making fun of horrible people who are abusing the disability or using it as a scapegoat to use for all the horrible things they said.
Right, you're right. I was reading like what they had to say, and I was like, "Did you watch the sketch? Or if you watched the sketch, did you understand the sketch?" And
I mean,
like, and look, I totally get where you're coming from. You don't want people with Tourette syndrome to be a target, and that is a noble cause. But I feel like they're off base here.
Yeah, I mean, listeners, let us know because, like, I mean, maybe there's an angle at it that I'm not seeing or we're not seeing. But like the target is these horrible people, and this sketch is hilarious. I think if this had been in the show, this would have been the sketch of the night for sure.
Yeah, and I wonder why they chose not to go with it. Was it just a time thing? Because it seemed to go over great with the audience.
Yeah, and it's weird too because people are up in arms about this sketch, but it didn't air on the show. It's like this is a cut for time sketch. It's only on YouTube, so like. They're kind of getting upset over.
It's 4.5 minutes, so maybe it was a time thing. Maybe something else ran over. But...
I don't know. I feel also like maybe the outrage is kind of getting more eyeballs on this sketch.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like listeners, let us know. Are we in the wrong?
I mean,
or not?
It's got over 1 million views on YouTube now.
That's a lot.
Recording this.
It's pretty damn good.
That seems like a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Listeners, are we in the wrong?
And most of the comments positive that I'm seeing. So
so I don't know. But overall this episode, I thought it was okay. I did like Connor's story. I thought he was a good host. He felt pretty game for anything. He felt like he
obviously is a talented guy.
Yeah. Acclimated, not acclimated. He acclimated himself to the cast. I would like to see him. I don't know. The writing in the show maybe let him down a bit. But I would like to.
I feel like the writing is taking a bit of a nosedive this season. There aren't many sketches where I'm just like, oh my god, I love that, and so I'm so at best in a lot of sketches, and I'm getting kind of tired of that. So.
Oh boy, all right, but hey, are we wrong? Are we right? We may be wrong, but we may be right. Let's go to the blue skies. Let's fly in over to the blue skies and see what our listeners.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Mm-hmm. So looking over here, we're saying Manette Morati saying, I'm willing to turn the blind eye on the last sketch of the night being another The Host is Hot because it's apparently Connor's trunk piece from when he was in the Groundlings. Will not shame the host of the show wanting to do a sketch that is from a time he was still learning to be an actor.
She said trunk piece.
Trunk.
And Stephen M. At Super Techie 19 replies, definitely a cool and sexy theme through the episode, it felt like.
Absolutely. And the good people at Wacky Notion reached out to us saying, hey, Steve, your hater, historian, and Saturday Night Lady here. This was such an amazing episode. The Connor can come back anytime he wants. I know I don't have any saying that, but I would love but I would love to see him again. You can tell he was so committed to every part he played. I was a bit worried when I saw the bachelorette party stripper concert again, but his physical comedy in that sketch was amazing. Reminds me a bit of when Casey Wilson played a quadriplegic stripper. I don't even remember that.
I don't remember that. I remember Amy Poehler playing a woman with one leg on like The Bachelor.
Yes, I got one leg.
I'm hot as hell. I'm rocking one leg. But I don't remember Casey Wilson as a quadriplegic stripper. That's wow.
Yeah, Deej, that's impressive. I can tell that Jeremy was barely keeping it together through the ice skating bachelor party. Veronica had a really good night too. I'm so proud of our Canadian representation of the cast. As usual, love you nerds. And if if you ever want to be a guest on either of my podcasts, just let me know because we like you guys a lot. Well,
thank you. Yeah, we're gonna have to work that out.
Yeah,
sometime.
we'd love to.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
maybe during the hiatus, it might be easier to find the time during
Yeah,
the summer hiatus or something.
absolutely.
But let's see. My college roommate Scott Hume says loved that the cheers for the women's hockey players absolutely drowned out the lukewarm reception to the MAGA men's team players. This line was also a good clapback to the now infamous Donald Trump call to the men's locker room after the men won the gold.
Nice.
It was going to be just us, but we thought we'd invite the guys too. I didn't even realize that was a callback to something Trump had said.
Yeah, he said something to the men in the locker room, saying like, "Oh, I was gonna invite the women too, but they didn't impeach me or something like that." He made he said some dumb shit because that's all he says.
See, I go out of my way to try and not listen to or take in the dumb shit he says just for my own sanity.
You have to. So Stephen M saying most of the episode felt like a 10-1. Gentleman's Code was the strongest. Colin was very punch monkey at least. I don't even know what that means.
Well, I think he's referring to the punch and his mom thing during update.
Oh, okay. But, very punch monkey?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Fair enough.
Let's see. Hot Helion says, "Hi guys, in the trying times we're in. Hello back. I hope you guys are doing all right mentally. Good days and bad days." I was really excited for this episode. Then the first sketch happened, and then I turned it off.
Ooh.
I watched the rest online, and it was okay, but that first sketch really pissed me off, and I'm usually a lot more lenient.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's talking about
the cold open. I'm assuming, or maybe he means Mr. Franzi.
Yeah, I'm not sure which pissed him off so much. I mean, I would guess Okay, but for some reason that shit was triggering. Okay, I'm not. What he found triggering? Did he find Mr. Franzi triggering, or did he find the Trump thing triggering?
I mean, either way, I understand.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. I'm not really surprised by the Trump cold opens at this point, but
yeah, I'm surprised.
I'm not surprised. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, no. Usually, Helion is always pretty positive. Like now, he's these trying times.
But he goes on. He says, "I love you guys, and it's always nice seeing Mumford and Sons again."
He
says he gives a little peace sign. Says also kudos on SNL for calling out the government. Glad I'm retired from the military now because the block is hot.
True. You're right, son. No doubt.
Yeah.
No diggity. Our good friend Nick Storrie saying, "I thought Connor was a great host, and he should definitely come back. The sketches were fine. I think I liked the Office Party sketch the most, but too much Marcello. Both cut-for-time sketches would have improved the show."
I half agree with that.
All right. Che's Meghan Markle joke was some top-notch commentary. Oh, yeah. Because he had a joke about how now Prince Andrew will never be king, and the only way he'll be king if it's down to between him and Meghan Markle.
Right.
Woo!
Because they don't like biracial people.
Hey.
And then finally, Just Me says, "Loved all of it, including Mumford and Sons. I had to keep apologizing to my dog for laughing out loud." Well, that's a mark of a good show.
Yeah. And so how kind of you to be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, doggy."
You're startling your dog.
Oh, that's a mark of a good show. And yeah, I guess that's our episode, guys.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, overall, not a bad episode. Not
a great episode either.
But a good host. Let's be positive. The host was good.
I mean, he a lot of enthusiasm. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't mind seeing him come back if he gets a little more seasoning under his belt, you know?
There we go. Ended on a high note on this episode. Yeah. Yay. And speaking of which, that's our episode, guys. Thanks for listening to the podcast. As always, you can follow us on the Blue Skies at SNL Nerds. You can donate to our Patreon, Non-Productive.com. You could listen to this madness on our YouTube page, Non-Productive.com. And as always, you can follow me, myself, and I on all the platforms at Darren Credible. That's DARIN Credible.
And you can follow me on all the platforms at Trumbull Comic. That's TRUMBULL and the word comic. So, what do we got next week, Darren?
Next week,
episode of SNL next week, right?
Brand spanking new episode of SNL, hot from the oven, fresh out.
Okay, what we got?
We got our favorite blonde Canadian named Ryan, not Ryan Reynolds, Ryan Gosling.
Oh, he's so dreamy.
Yes. Oh, looking into his eyes is like
he's so dreamy, and he breaks in so many sketches.
He's a dreamboat. Ooh. And musical guest Gorillaz.
That's going to be really interesting to see how they do that. That's going to be cool just for the novelty value. So I'm looking forward to that. So.
I am very much looking forward to that as well. So
So I think that's going to be a good show. Ryan Gosling has developed into a pretty solid host.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
How many sketches do you think we're going to see him break in? I'm guessing at least 2.
Yeah, guys, don't do a shot every time you see Ryan Gosling break, because you will have alcohol poisoning before weekend update.
Right. Right.
You know, we can't be responsible for what you do. But we'll see. We'll see how he does. Hopefully, Beavis and Butthead return. Is that going to happen? Probably.
I feel like that would be foolish, but there's probably even money that they're going to try it.
Yeah,
so, who knows? I mean, Mikey's still on the show, so
he's still there.
You know,
let's see. Maybe they'll switch it up and give us like Ren and Stimpy or some other '90s cartoon.
Duo. I feel like that would be a smart way to do it.
Yeah,
or
like Doug.
Did they do a Bart Simpson thing?
Ooh.
Once?
I feel like they did.
Yeah, I feel like they did that. So, I feel like they'll pivot to some other cartoon character.
Yeah, maybe a SpongeBob or a Doug Funny. Or
well, no, they had the King of the Hill gang as the kickers in the last...
Yes.
In the Beavis and Butthead sketch. So they can't really do that.
Maybe Rugrats?
Yeah, I feel like you had to have some sort of humanoid cartoon character. But
Family Guy?
I don't know. Family Guy could be, that seems possible. That seems doable.
Futurama? I don't know.
I don't know. But they're not as, like, physically odd as Beavis and Butthead. So, who knows? Anyway, we'll find out before too long. So, join us next week, and we'll all find out together, okay? And then we can all take it apart together.
Yeah.
And maybe put it back together again.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So join us next week and let us know what you think then. But until then, nerds out!
This has been a non-productive media presentation. Executive producer, Frank Hablawi. This program and many others like it on the Non-Productive Network is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial No Derivatives license. Please share it, but ask before trying to change it or sell it. For more information, visit non-productive.com.